Aloha all the way. Hi, everyone. So I'm joined here today by Carina Lara all the way from Honolulu. That's why we started it with Aloha. She's here to talk to us a little bit about her time while she was studying abroad with us in Morocco. So Carina, do you want to take a moment to introduce yourself?
Yes, aloha everyone. I'm here in Honolulu, Hawaii, and I'm studying communications at the University of Hawaii Pacific. So that is Hawaii Pacific University.
Excellent. Thank you very much for taking some of your time to speak with us today. Now, let's dive right into the interview. I heard from our staff in Morocco that you had a really good time over there. And what made you choose SIT over other programs?
Yes, I actually chose SIT because I heard it would be a program that I would be able to kind of just jump in, and it wouldn't be a program like most of the programs that you find elsewhere, where it's not hands-on really. It's more on a schedule and more very organized and structured. I wanted a program where I would get out of my comfort zone and really just dive into the community and just be able to really take hold of my education. So yeah.
So it seems like the education, the experimental education aspect of our programming really took to you.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
So the program that you were on, the Morocco Migration and Transnational Identity, I'm going to make you be really specific here and have you choose one aspect of that program that really was your favorite.
Oh, one aspect. Well, you know what? I have to start off just saying, because of my major is communications, I thought everyone told me, why migration? Why do you want to study migration? And you know what? When I'd gone to Morocco, I think that's even something I asked myself, why migration? Now that I've come back, I said, well, of course, and this is amazing. I'm so happy I got the opportunity to study migration because of everything that's happening now, and it's just wonderful. But so with your question, in regards to your question, what was the one most wonderful thing? I would say just going around, actually traveling around Morocco, and you get to live it. It's you, instead of hearing about the history in a classroom setting, you get to go and you get to explore and you get to take pictures in old ruins. You get to it's just really amazing, and the people there too, and communicating with them, and it's an experience that you really can't get elsewhere. You really can't.
So you really made all of Morocco your classroom for the 4 months you were overseas.
I really did, yes.
Yeah. So now that you're back at Hawaii Pacific there in Honolulu, have you gotten a chance to continue some studies that you've done while in Morocco? And this is really a two-part question. What was your independent study project about? And have you continued along Middle Eastern studies, Arabic studies, or thematic studies similar to what you experienced in Morocco?
Absolutely. To your first question, what was my independent student project? So my independent student project actually, it started out as this very vague thing where I wanted to include the community, and I really wanted to get to know the community and do a project focused on the community. And so I had all these ideas of art, because it's just beautiful art, history, all these topics. And in the end, it was a topic that formed itself. It really did. And it was actually personal art therapy. And so, personal art therapy, it's very unusual. And so I worked with sub-Saharan Africans, actually, and it was really interesting to hear their stories about how art, there are different types of art forms, and how that took place in their life, and how that contributed not to their own not only to their own personal success, but also to it's just incredible. It just transcended into to more than what I thought it was. So I definitely got more out of that. So yeah, personal art therapy, very interesting. I'm very happy I did it though. And
Have you continued along those lines while back in Hawaii?
yeah, so you know what? I really think it's the experience. You know, our my director, Suad, she actually, there was a quote she said in the beginning of the program. She said, "This will be what you make it to be." And I would say that's exactly. And I remember coming in and I said, okay, you know, if this is what I make it to be, I want to make it wonderful. You know, I want to take everything. I want to take 100%. You know, and so absolutely, I think the experience is what I take from it. Actually, migration, absolutely. So in study communications, I'm actually in a mass media communication. So all my courses this semester, in every course that I'm taking, there's not one time where I do not bring up my trip to Morocco. And it's funny because the students, you know, laugh, oh no, she's talking about Morocco again. But you know what? It was just amazing. And I get to apply that experience to everything in my intercultural communication class right now. It applies to everything. There's every class I tell a story. And so it really is just wonderful. And I love it because I get to talk about Morocco and my experience, and also, also tell people to study abroad, because studying abroad too it's a wonderful opportunity to take, especially, you know, if you're in college, you know, it's wonderful. You have to do it. You really do.
So this one time in Morocco? No.
Really?
So I totally understand that, and I'm glad I see such passion coming through on it. Have you maintained contact with your homestay families while you've been home?
You know what? Actually, not my homestay, just because through Facebook, yes, but phone calls, no. I wish. But you know what? Actually, every day, the people that I worked with during my independent student project, I actually talk to them every single day. There's not one day where I don't talk to them, and they text me, hey, how are you doing? How's Hawaii? And I get to talk to them, say, what's going on in Morocco? And I really miss Morocco, actually, and I really plan on going back this summer. It really was just an incredible opportunity, and yeah, it really has changed my life.
That's really good, and I would imagine the time change to make phone calls from Honolulu to Rabat is a bit difficult, 11 or 12
Oh,
hours.
yes, definitely.
So now, as you knew by being there, SIT, I mean, we're nestled here in Vermont. We're not not a very big program. I mean, there were 25 students on your program, and that's very small, which we like doing because it keeps it very intimate and hands-on and personal. But also at the same time, that means not many people get to know who we are very quickly. So if you, as I'm sure out there in Hawaii, have come across people who have no idea what SIT is, how would you explain it to them?
Wow. Okay. So first of all, I just have to say yes. There were only 25 students in our program, and I have to say that's actually wonderful. It's wonderful. I personally liked that. You get to form relationships with each student, and I think it's wonderful, and I love that number, actually. But yeah, you're right. On the downside of it, they really don't. They don't hear much about SAT because there's only 25 students, which is totally different than other programs where there's 150 throw you in somewhere in Europe. You know, it's very different. But yeah, when I tell students actually about SIT, I tell them if you want the most personal growth, I tell them this is for you. Then if you want not only that, but if this is something that if you want a program that really not only that you can grow from, but that's just different. It's just different. It's hands on. It really is. And I tell them it also, if you want to get a little, out of your comfort zone and don't do something that, everyone does, this is a program for you. When I picked this program, I remember talking to my study abroad advisor, and I told her, I don't want to do what everyone does. I don't want to go to the same countries everyone does. I said, send me somewhere unique, somewhere where I know that I can get the best education and I can be hands-on. I can really take part of the area and the community that I'm in. She said, great. We're SIT. You want SIT? This is what you need, SIT. She said, this is the program for you then. She says, other programs are different and they're more organized, more structured. It's more classroom-based where most of your learning is in the classroom. And I said, no, that's not what I want, So SIT, get out of the classroom, get hands-on education, and really take part of the community base. And in the end, I will just say that's where you get the most personal growth too. It's doing a program like SIT. That's what makes it so special.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for all of that. Now, as someone who's on the other end of studying abroad, what would be, if you could pick one thing, something that you wish you knew before you left for Morocco?
Okay. You know what? Let me just start off by saying I think it's good not to know everything, actually. And I was one of those people who kind of just jumped into the program, and I'm really happy I did that. I had other students who were told all these things, what to bring and everything. Just everything was laid out, and they Googled and had family members, Google all this stuff to know the area. And then they came and they said, well, I think I was too prepared. I didn't need any of this, And so personally, I would say for me, I think it's good. It's good not to be overwhelmed and over-prepared. I would say, relax. I would say relax. But the one thing I would say, that I wish I needed, I would say, actually, that's a difficult one. Maybe I would say maybe transportation system. I would say because I wasn't sure how to get around. And me personally, if you're like me and you get lost, know the transportation system. It's very easy. It's just the tram. You can take it anywhere, and the buses, very easy. The transportation system in Morocco is very easy. And so it's easy to get around. But I would say know that first. And so when you go and you meet the SIT people in Morocco, tell them, hey, teach me about the transportation system. And it's easy. They'll even go with you. They'll even ride the tram with you to show you how it works and everything. But I think, too, that's one thing I love about the SIT program, too, and just the staff there. Is everyone is so helpful, so loving, and it really is like a family. And so that's another thing that SIT has. So yeah.
Excellent. Well, we've come to the end of this short little interview for prospective students. Is there anything else that you want to share as someone who's been there, done that?
Yeah, I would say do it. If you're thinking about studying abroad, I would say SIT. SIT. If you want to get the most personal growth, you want to take part in the community, you want something different, I would say this is for you, because SIT, it's the guys, it really is the best. That's all I have to say. I really do. So, and if you guys have any questions, find me on the SIT blog, and please, I'll be able to answer any questions you guys have you guys may have.
Well, you definitely are one of our alumni mentors now. You're up on the contact sheet on our website, and I know you'll be sending more photos from your time in Morocco our direction, yes, or my direction, and I look forward to getting them.
Yes, definitely.
Well, I know it's still rather early in the morning there, so you have a good rest of your morning, okay?
Thank you so much. Mahalo.
Mahalo.